I didn't know if you had another one in the case or not. No, I don't. That's all right.
2,000 years later.
Hi you guys, welcome back to another sensitive type toy video. I'm really excited for this one. We are going to be reviewing the stuff I picked up at the Toyman Convention today in St. Charles. It is a great event if you are in the St. Louis area. I can't recommend that you go and check it out for yourself enough, so go do that. Before we get started, I just wanted to show off a couple things that I have here. This is the Gundam that I said I was going to build in the last video. I did get around to building it, I just didn't have time to put it in the last video. Definitely the most detailed Gunpla I've ever built. I recommend start small with these things if you've never built one, because they can be a lot more than what you're asking for sometimes. But this one was actually really fun. This was the Selt Sam model. And then I wanted to show off this little plush. This is from Monsters Inc. This is actually Mike Wazowski's toy. His name is Googly Bear in the movie, and I saw that at Box Lunch and just had to pick it up because Monsters Inc. is my favorite movie. Okay, so as you can see here, I have an entire team of Power Rangers. These are vintage, not even really vintage, but I think this came out like 2002, 2003, somewhere around that area. This is the full team of Power Rangers Time Force. Love this season. Was probably one of the last seasons I watched before I kind of got too old to, you know, watch Power Rangers. And at the toy show, I picked up a massive Green Ranger to go along with that. So he's gonna look really cool just with all these guys back there. And for the last Power Ranger, I have Lightspeed Blue. I am gonna try to complete this line as well for the vintage Bandai figures. It's just kind of a lot to collect, you know, if you're collecting Lightning Collection and you're trying to piece together vintage teams. That's a lot of Power Rangers to be buying, so I just kind of pick and choose what I buy, and, you know, I don't rush to buy things or order them online when it comes to vintage stuff, because you can always find a good deal on that somewhere if you're patient enough. Alrighty, and I'm just going to give you a quick, closer look at these guys before we move on to the rest of the stuff. Gotta love some vintage Power Rangers. The next thing I got was this 4-inch Jax Sonic figure. I have been collecting this line kind of on the down low. There is some figures I haven't got because I just haven't chose to get them. But yeah, as you can see, wave 2 or 3 is out. I don't know what wave this is, but I do have like 5 or 6 of these figures. But yeah, this is the new wave Mecha Sonic. Very cool. So, had to show him off. Moving on, I got some Funko. Was able to pick up this Gretzko Date Night Funko Pop. This was the only Funko Pop that I bought at the Toyman show. It's really hard to find a Gretzko stuff. This is one of my favorite shows on television. It makes me laugh super hard. So this is the Target exclusive, and I just wanted to show off that I did have a couple other things of a Gretzko merch. We do have the Gretzko Plush, and then this is probably my favorite Gretzko pop. This is her when she's all metalled out with the chainsaw going super hard. Such a funny show. I highly recommend that you check that out. Was really excited to find more Gretzko merch. Okay, so this next figure is Whiz Pig, and if you do not recognize Whiz Pig, it is probably because he's a very obscure figure from depicting a video game boss from the Nintendo 64. And what's cool about Whiz Pig is he's from the video game Diddy Kong Racing, which is just not a super popular game as it is. But they did make figures for it, and these figures are actually really rare. I wouldn't say they're super sought after, but they are really rare just because they made so few of these. And they did make Whiz Pig with the kart. It is from the kart racing game Diddy Kong Racing, and I found this thing and just immediately had to have it because I knew how rare it was, and I don't think the guy did because he only had it for like 10 bucks. And I acted like I didn't want it either, and I was actually able to get him to throw in this little old school Knuckles figure as well for $10. And I did look this Whiz Pig figure up, and he's going for about $40 loose, $100 to $200 in the package if you still have it. So I was really excited to find this, and I love Diddy Kong Racing. I have tons of memories playing that game with my brothers. And I'm just really excited. This is probably my favorite find of the day. Also bonus points because Knuckles does this. And that's pretty heckin' rad if you ask me. Okay, next up, guys, we got some Disney stuff. I'm really excited about this. I kind of have a little vintage Disney collection going on that's really fun because Disney just made so much stuff that you can just kind of find it everywhere. So it's really fun to collect for Disney, and I love Pixar, so I got myself a little Buzz Lightyear. I really just liked the way this figure looked. The glass dome was in great shape. And yeah, it was in good condition and a cool little 6-inch figure, so I picked it up. I have this Mickey Mouse. It looks like he's kind of like patriotic vibe or something like that. So yeah, cool patriotic Mickey. Got him to go with my Mickey Mouse collection, and I do have another Mickey Mouse Bendy figure that he's going to look really cool next to. And Mr. Incredible. Hopefully a Disney videos coming soon for you guys. Okay, guys, so for the last couple things that I got, they are all wrestling related. I wanted to save all the wrestling stuff for last. And one of the best finds I found today, besides Whiz Pig, was this pretty much mint Dude Love figure. This thing is beautiful. It's such a cool figure. The decoration is super nice. See if we can see if it's from, yep, 1998. You could see that right there on his boots, but yeah, very cool. I don't know if the action on this thing still works fine. Very, very happy to have this in the collection. That looks great, and I got a sweet deal on it as well. Next up, I got a Zack Ryder retro. I have 0 retros in my collection, but I am excited to have Zack Ryder, aka Matt Cardona, aka the $1,000 Broski. I can't wait to get it signed next time I meet Zack Ryder. Quick plug, if you have not watched the Ohio toy vlog where me and my husband went and drove to Ohio to meet this man right here, you should go check it out on the YouTube channel. I documented the whole thing. It was a great trip. But yeah, I'll link the video to that below. And lastly, moving on, we got one more figure. We have a vintage 1990 Hasbro Jake the Snake. I know what you're thinking. He's missing the snake. I know it's a huge bummer. But hey, this thing was $5. And I didn't have a single Hasbro in my collection. So I am excited to add him to the collection. Let's open him up, see just how bad the condition is, because I know it's not great. But like I said, I got a great price on this thing. Like, man, he is super beat up, but that's timeless right there. So you can see he goes great with the Zack Ryder figure right there. That's basically why these are called retros, because they're modeled after these 1980s Hasbro figures. So got, you know, kind of the newer school version of the retro and the old school retro. Very, very cool.
Move, it takes a split second to do. DDT, that's what it's called, and I'm not afraid of anybody. Nobody.
This has been another Sensitive Type video. I hope you guys take it easy and spread love and all that good stuff. I will see you next time.